This is a copy of the computer that's at UC Davis, and this is what monitors those 152 fermenters. And for today, for showing you what we do, I actually downloaded, this is the data record from last fall for them. The way it works is you have an ordinary laptop, and then the way our radio works is that's a dongle, and this dongle can receive all 152 signals. These are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20 fermenters here. So basically you go through 8 screens like this, and this is the record for every fermenter. So this is a fermenter, and when you walk in, there are warning lines on here, and one of these might be flashing to tell you there's a problem. If there isn't, let's suppose you're a student working on this fermentation right here. So you click it like that, and then you go full screen like that, and this is a classic fermentation curve. So this is the Brix. There's a sigmoid curve. The fermentation hadn't started. Then the sugar's getting eaten up, and then it slows down at the end, and this is getting the end. 0 Brix is right there. So you can see this thing went down a little bit below 0 Brix. You can see the noise. This is the bubble noise I talked about on the curve. And then this is the temperature. So the fermentation started at 18 degrees centigrade, which is room temperature. It heated up at one point to 30 degrees centigrade. This red line is the maximum limit. They didn't want to go above. It's 32 degrees centigrade. Yeast fries at about 35 degrees centigrade. So this is a classic conservative fermentation went up. And then when the sugar got burned up, the energy being dumped into the fermentation dropped off here, and then the fermentation just started to cool off. This particular fermentation is a little weird. Now this is compressed. This is like a whole week here. So there's the beginning, downward, and ending. But you notice here there's this little kind of squirrely looking temperature curve that doesn't look like the just sort of hump it should. So it's very clear at that point right there they heated up the fermentation, then they turned on the hot water, the warm water to heat up the fermentation, and then they turned it off and let it cool down. So you can actually infer from these curves exactly what people are doing in the winery. And this is all on the web. I actually watched from my office and was watching the students doing fermentations at Davis to see if anything dumb was happening. And I actually did call them a couple times.